All right, Miles, we have got to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, fresh off an absolutely massive AFC Championship victory at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. That was a back and forth, gritty, tough, physical game, but the Chiefs found a way to get it done despite having to battle through numerous injuries. And on that front, we've got some great news for Chiefs fans as they head into the Super Bowl week.
Yeah, Nick, that's right. And on the topic of defenses, great defensive play by the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. But not only in this game, Nick, the Chiefs have been, I would say, above expectation on the defensive side of the ball all season long. It has been a sight to see. And that's why we want to ask the Chiefs fans today. Let us know in the comments below who's kind of been your Chiefs defensive player of the year, defensive MVP. Let us know in the comments below who your defensive MVP is. But Nick, what is this good news on for the Chiefs?
Yeah, like I brought up a minute ago, obviously the Chiefs found a way to get it done despite numerous injuries. And after the game, none other than linebacker Willie Gay got some really good news on his apparent shoulder injury. This is according to Jeremy Fowler. He tweeted this out, reading from Fowler's tweet here. Quote, Chiefs linebacker Willie Gay is optimistic about playing the Super Bowl despite hurting his shoulder early Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals. Early tests were encouraging. Miles, this is obviously huge to have a guy like Willie Gay back in the lineup for no other reason than the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs opponent is just absolutely a dominant force in between the tackles. They win because they win the line of scrimmage, the Eagles do. And the Chiefs need all hands on deck, and that includes Willie Gay, to match up with that dominant offensive line, that Jalen Hurts option running game with Miles Sanders and company there, in order for the Chiefs to slow them down. They need everybody on deck, and the fact that it looks like Willie Gay's encouraging to play for the Super Bowl, I think, is a big victory for the Chiefs as they head into their preparation for the big game. Give me your thoughts on this, Miles, and everything with the Chiefs defense against, the Eagles going into the big Super Bowl in a couple weeks or 10 days, I guess.
Yeah, Nick, you got to expect this is Willie Gay at his he's trying anything possible to do to play in this game. This is probably the one game all season that he would want to play in the most. So he's going to do everything in his power to play. And he was a big factor, Nick. He only got one tackle in the game, but it was on the back of splitting a sack. So he's getting pressure on the passer. And that was kind of the Chiefs' key to victory versus the Bengals, was their ability to get pressure on Burrow. It caused the 2 picks. It gave them a good number. I believe they had like 5 sacks in the game, a lot of pressure in all. So getting pressure on the quarterback really was a strong suit of the Chiefs against the Bengals. But Nick, they cannot go in with a weak pass rush because the Eagles' offensive line is significantly better than the patchwork Bengals offensive line. So they need all hands on deck, that meaning Willie Gay included. So this could be huge for the Chiefs. He's got 2 whole weeks to kind of rest up if he's looking optimistic, getting his injuries all sorted out. This would be a big get for the Chiefs to have if Willie Gay can go 100% in the Super Bowl.
You bring up a great point, Miles, because obviously the Chiefs against that Eagles offensive line, if they're going to get pressure on Jalen Hurts, look, Frank Clark is great. Jones is outstanding, of course. But that Eagles offensive line has been just out of this world, this playoff run, and frankly, all season long. The Chiefs are going to need to bring pressure from the linebacker position in order to get pressure on Jalen Hurts. I believe that, and frankly, most of the NFL believes it. In fact, Steve Spagnuolo likes to blitz and be aggressive in these kind of big games, so I really see that coming from the linebacker position, and having Willie Gay at full strength plays a big part into that. But let's take a step back here, Miles. Look, I know it's kind of weird to think of Willie Gay as a veteran because he's, I think he joined the league in 2020, but the Chiefs rely on a lot of young guys on defense, right? Their entire back end, it seems like, is a bunch of rookies. Of course, Karlaftis, the young guy who's really come on strong this season, he's a rookie. I think they need some veteran guys who have been in these big games before in these kind of situations. Obviously, joining the Chiefs in 2020, Willie Gay was in the Super Bowl loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that season. So when I look at the fact that he could be on the field, it's just another veteran presence on that defense as well that helps patchwork some of these younger guys in. Because one of the things you don't want in these big games is a bunch of young guys in situations and they just kind of make mistakes the moment maybe too big for them. Getting a veteran, a regular starter, keeping him in the fold will have that kind of stabilizing impact as well.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. I mean, he is the oldest guy in that front seven, not front seven, mainly just the linebacker core.
Linebacker core.
Chenal being the rookie, Bolton be a 2021 guy, Gay being a 2020 guy. He has the most experience. They're very, very young in the linebacker position, which is good going forward. You like to see stuff like that. But they're growing together. They're really kind of getting that chemistry. But Gay being the true Mike in the center of the field of that linebacking core, he he really kind of is going to tie those guys together. This experience, they're going to have to rely on that. And, when the moment gets a little bit bright for a guy like Shenault, this is his first playoff run, this first Super Bowl, it's going to be nice to have Gay on the field right next to him to be like, hey, get your head back in the game. We've been here before. It's great to take in the moment, but we got to play good defense. We got to, have all hands on deck here, Nick. And I think, like you said, the veteran presence of a guy like Gay is super important on this defense because this is it, Nick. This is the last game of the season, the last chance. You're either a winner or you're a loser, and I think they need all hands on deck, like we have been saying, for them to come out victorious against the Eagles.